Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining me today for yoga and meditation. I'm going to go back to the yoga mat and let's practice together. So go ahead and find yourself a comfortable seat. I like to sit up on a bolster, and I also like to kind of pull the flesh like inside my inner thigh out to the side and out to the side. You may lay down if that's what you're doing. I'm happy for you. Please come as you are. You know, I'm always up for that because that means you're really listening to what you need. I love this beautiful day where I am in the world. It's so beautiful outside, so I hope you get to experience some outside time whenever you get to watch this, because this will also be a recording. All right, so let's just settle in wherever you're at. Place your left hand on your heart, right at your heart center, and the right hand on your belly, right at your navel. And you can just kind of rub your belly. That's it, just gently. And just feel your heart beating. That beautiful, gorgeous organ that has never given up on us, right? Those beats are still there. We are still here. We are grateful to live here and have another day to experience life and to get to know who we are in each moment, right? Because it's always changing. We're always changing. So allow yourself to sit back on those sit bones, relaxing your knees a bit and feeling the lift of your crown, right? The crown is reaching up like an extension of your spine. And then go ahead and release your hands down just onto either your thighs or beside you if you're laying down. And just allow yourself to be in this quietness, right? It's not really silence because I'm still talking and you can hear my voice. And there might even be some little sounds or noises in your background. But in this moment, you're going to focus in on how you're breathing. You don't have to change your breath, but I want you to kind of notice where the breath is at. Is it shallow? Can you notice if it's a little bit jagged in quality? Or is it kind of slow and deeper? And you do feel connected today. Just get to know the person that's here right now through the breath. Sometimes, if anxiety is there, it is a little bit jagged. It's hard to kind of follow the breath. But know if that's happening to you that you're in good hands. You're in your hands as you practice yoga and awareness today. And so as we sit here, we're going to sit together in the quiet energy, maybe for 30 seconds. But as you do this, remember that I'm here too, and that there's probably many people in the world right now meditating. So you're not alone. Follow your breath as you sit in the quiet. And as you sit here further, I'd love you to also observe your mind, observe your thoughts without jumping onto them. Just let them pass by. Allow them to come in and out just like your breath is, with no reaction, with non-participation. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here. 2 more, in through nose, out through mouth. Good. 1 more, in through nose, out through mouth. Amazing. And let's go ahead and bring both hands into prayer position, to Anjali Mudra, and just take a moment here to voice an intention that's correct for you today. What do you need? What's happening? What's really happening in your life? And decide what healing intention would be medicine for you in this moment. And voice that to yourself 3 times. Let's invoke a blessing together by chanting Om just once, just from your heart center. Let's take a deep breath. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Gently release your hands down to your knees. You can go ahead and open up your eyes. Keep your gaze soft, just you and your mat. And let's go ahead and just bring the arms all the way up high in your comfortable cross-legged seat. And as they are up high, recross your legs. You're doing it the other way. Draw the belly button in and up as you look up. And then just gently twist to your left side, dropping one hand behind you and the other hand to the outside of your knee. Sitting up nice and tall, lifting up out of your heart center. And then just taking a moment here to gently turn your head side to side with curiosity. What's happening in your neck today? Deep breath in, deep breath out. It's getting some good movement, bringing those arms back up high. Inhale. Exhale, change the cross of your legs again. Take another deep breath in as you reach up high. And then exhale, twist to the other side. Draw your belly button in. Really relax your legs. And then gently turn your head side to side. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Nose breathing. So good. And then bring those arms all the way up high. Let's take a lateral stretch. So drop your left hand down to the ground. Take the other hand up and overhead. Reach it up and over. Expand and maybe turn your palm open. Beautiful. That's it. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, change sides. Good. Maybe even turn your palm open up towards the ceiling. It's almost like you're pushing that ceiling away. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Inhale, rise up. Release both hands down. Go ahead and bring your knees together now. All fours, hands and knees. Let's go ahead and do that. I've got my blocks out in front of you, in front of me. You might want to do the same. And if you don't have blocks, well, maybe just choose to not use them, and that's okay. I've heard people using their pots and pans, like a big pot, like 2 of them, whatever you've got at home, you're going to use. All right. So we're coming onto all fours, hands and knees. And you're going to spread your fingers wide, and you're going to have your hands right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, maybe a little further back. Inhale to arch your spine, and then exhale to round your spine. Good. Inhale to arch. Drop your belly, really drop the heart. Bring those shoulder blades on the back. Exhale to round upper back. Yeah, we're just getting the movement. Inhale to arch. Good. And then more of a neutral spine. Let's go ahead and lift up the left arm all the way up high. Nice. And let's swing it right underneath us to the side. Bring your head down to the ground, all the way down to the ground. And then just have your right hand down for a moment. Make sure your head is back. So sometimes I lift it up and then just take it back a bit. Keep it on the ground. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Relax your lower body. Now press the right hand down into the earth. Bring yourself up. Come into half dog. So stretch your arms way out in front of you. Start to melt your heart down to the ground. So I'm really pressing down into my palms. I'm very, very slowly starting to bring my heart down. I don't know if my head's really going to make it down. And you can always get your block or something to put underneath your head to melt your heart down, to allow yourself to spread your fingers wide. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then come all the way up again. Place those hands underneath your shoulders again. Inhale, reach the right arm up high. Exhale, scoop it underneath you, all the way to the side, all the way over, bringing your head down to the ground. And you may even decide once you're down to kind of lift your head up. Take it back a little bit, pressing that left palm down into the earth. That's it. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Relax your lower body. Relax your lower body, your legs, your feet, your ankles. Find a place where you're focused on your twist, but you're also relaxed into it. Inhale, exhale. Now press that left palm down into the earth. Bring yourself up. Come into that downward facing dog. So first one, as you take those knees back, you can always stay with your half dog. This was it, right? So you can always be there. Otherwise, taking those knees up from the ground, drawing your belly button in, sit bones way up high. So I'm going to start with both knees bending, trying to really bring my spine more long. Ears are lining up with my arms, so trying to do that. So not really having my chin in so much. Chin is away from chest. I'm not holding my head up too much, so split the difference. Drop that left heel and the right heel. Deep breath in. And just take it side to side. Inhale to exhale. And then gently walk your feet now all the way up to your hands, to your blocks. And separate your feet about hips distance apart. So good. Inhale and lengthen, gaze up, Adho Uttanasana. I like to come up onto fingertips, rock more forward. Exhale, fold in. Good. Inhale and lengthen, gaze up. Exhale, fold in. Good. Now keep the knees bent. Roll up very slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Your head being the very last thing to come up. As you reach the arms up high, gaze up, stretch up, and just gently take it side to side. You're just kind of, again, just coming into that side waist. That's it, side to side, side to side. So good, you guys. That's it. All right, so release your hands down. Let's just kind of walk off our yoga mat for a moment, just so we have more of a balanced, flat ground. All right. Now, turn your palms open and draw the belly button in. Feel the crown of your head reach up like an extension of your spine. This is Tadasana. But from here, we're going to bring hands to hips. And we're going to keep the belly button drawing in. I'm going to see if we can lift up one of our legs towards us, in front of us, and balance on the other. So tendency is to just kind of go back. The way is to kind of fall back. So I want you to kind of be more forward, using your core to help you bring yourself up here, and then using your breath to balance you as you start to bring the knee up to about hip height. Deep breath in, deep breath out. We're going to bring our opposite hand to the knee, and we're going to bring the other hand behind us. So see if you're able to. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale to exhale, flexing your foot that's up. And then bringing it back to center and seeing if we can come into tree pose. So bringing that sole of the foot up to the inner part of that inner groin. Now you can definitely keep a hold of your foot. You could also tap at the wall with your other hand. Yeah, so I might do that, especially now as I keep coming back into healing my ankle that I fractured. So it's doing great, but sometimes we need assistance, and that's all right. So you can use the wall. Hands are going to go to prayer, and you don't have far to go if you come down, right? So deep breath in, deep breath out. This is a very meditative pose for us, for our mind, even though it looks like it's for our body. Mind body connection. Hands to heart, bringing that foot out in front of us and releasing it down. Good. Shake it out. Amazing. Other side. All right. So hands to hips. Let's lift up the other foot. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Try not to go back. Come more forward. Draw your belly button in. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and start to bring the knee up to about hip height. And then have your opposite hand of that knee that's up to the outside of it. And then take the other hand behind you. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. Inhale to exhale, finding balance with your breath. And then bringing that sole of the foot to the inner groin as you bring it all the way up. Now, feel free to stay in these different stages, right? You can hold the foot. I much prefer that you take your foot all the way up rather than having it on that knee joint, because it's a lot of uh, pressure for the knee. So see if you can, even if you're holding it up higher. Deep breath in and deep breath out. If you fall out, it's okay, right? Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then bringing that foot out in front of us and then gently releasing it down. Good. Shake it out, shake it out. Boy, that was crazy for me. That was almost like it was already a full moon, and we're coming into that full moon, but not yet. It's next week. All right. So usually with full moons, that balance is just a little bit off, right? We'll see everything's changing. All right. So pressing down into both feet, you're coming into your Tadasana. Inhale, reach up high with your arms. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold into you. Inhale and lengthen, gaze up. Draw in through your belly. Exhale, fold in. Let's bring our blocks with us and take the right foot back. So staying up on the ball of your back foot, moving that left foot to the left. I love starting here. I love that it's helping us to kind of move into the strength of our legs. So I'm using the blocks, but I'm light with them. You could be more, you could be holding them, but light is great because we know the measurement with the block. Heart is going forward. Left arm is going to come up and it's going to go back, right? So we're doing these really wide circles. Inhale up and back. Gorgeous. Good. Inhale up and back. So good. And now drop your back heel. Come into warrior one. Press down to rise up. All the way up. Left hip back. Right hip more forward. Open up through your heart center. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Bring your ribs in if you can. Upper ribs. Bring them in. Keep reaching up high. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Release your hands down to the ground. Step back, plank position. Take a deep breath in here, holding it in plank, melting your heart, and then dropping your knees, your chest, and your chin all the way down onto your belly. That's it. Bringing your forehead down, come up into your Sphinx pose. Turn your palms open and have your elbows pretty much underneath your shoulders. Close your eyes and breathe into your heart. And deep breath in and deep breath out. Breathe into the wisdom of your heart. That's it. The all-knowing heart. Sometimes we really can't think our way through things. We have to wait for the heart to whisper. And that usually requires giving ourselves space and time, which is what you're doing right now. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Now bring your forehead down to the ground. Go ahead and press up into your child's pose. Big toes touching, knees apart. You could use a bolster as you sit all the way back towards those heels. Forehead is going to start to come down to the ground. Deep breath in as you melt your heart. Deep breath out. And sometimes for me, I like to kind of just bring my hands a little bit closer, bend the elbows, and start to bring this like little prayer behind my head. I just like it. I like the feeling of it physically, and I like the devotional aspect to it as well. Just bowing to my own inner knowing. Even when I don't know, just bowing to it because it does seem to kick in when we need it the most. Just feeling gratitude for our inner knowing. Deep breath in and deep breath out. That's it. Softening through your lower back. A couple more deep breaths here. Good. One more deep breath. Amazing. Now stretch your arms out in front of you. Rock yourself up, all fours, hands and knees. Hope you're doing good out there. And we're going to step the right foot forward all the way up. If it doesn't quite make it up there, grab onto the foot, bring it up. Right knee's right above your ankle. Curl the back toes. Lift that left knee up from the ground. I like to move the right foot to the right so I'm off the tightrope. Heart is going forward. Belly button draws in. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Strong through your legs, and very slowly go ahead and come up high. But actually, we're going to go into that twist. So go back down again and have your left hand on your block. And we're going to bring the right hand forward and the left hand back. And we're just going to gently move through that shoulder, through your arm, feeling your spaciousness as you take that arm back and forth, back and forth. Remember to work through these poses through your own degree. If it doesn't feel right for you, it probably isn't in this moment. So remember that. You can change things or you can always opt out of what we're doing, right? Do something different, right? So right foot is intersecting back middle arch. We dropped our heel now and we're coming into warrior one. So you reach your arms up high, draw the belly button in, and as you exhale, bend into that front knee all the way down. Upper ribs are in, right hip back, left hip more forward as you reach. Inhale and exhale. And now release both hands down to the ground. Pivot that right foot in. Go ahead and line up your big toes, Padarita, Padottanasana, and let your head just drop down into the space. Hands can be underneath your shoulders as you fold down. Relax your head. Oh, relax your jaw. That's it. Deep breath in. Maybe take an exhale out through the mouth. And maybe even bring hands to ankles. That is going to make it a bit more challenging. So if it doesn't feel right for you, keep those hands where they were. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. And then very slowly start to make your way back to that right foot, to the front of your yoga mat. Keep that the left foot rather, pivoting in. You've got your right foot forward, and I'm going to bring my blocks to the outside of my right foot because I want to come into triangle pose with you. So I'm going to come up to standing. If you know what you're doing, you just come into it the way you know how. But the front foot is intersecting the back middle arch. You can see that imaginary line. Tendency is to kind of kick out like this. See if you can just kind of straighten up a little bit. Left hip is in just a little bit. Arms are up. Deep breath in. And then on your exhale, look towards that right leg and come all the way down. Bringing that right hand down onto your blocks, and maybe even just not even looking up at the first instant, bringing your left hand to your left hip and working on just taking your head back and your upper body back. Everything leans back. As you reach that left arm up high, you're deeply breathing in through nose and out through nose. You'll know if you need to lower your blocks. You'll feel it, like I can feel it now, that I need to go down just a little bit, but not to stop the pose from lengthening out through the right side, dropping this left side waist down. Deep breath in and deep breath out. I'd love to move into half moon pose with you. So let's bring our left hand to left hip. Let's look down at our right foot. Let's use one of these blocks, or if you've got a block, go ahead and use it. Bend the right knee, step up. Bring the block 10 inches or so away from your foot and just start to pick the left leg up high. Keep the right knee bent until you've lifted the left leg to hip height, and then the right leg straightens and the left arm lifts up. Left foot is flexed and you're taking your head back. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Periodically in this pose, you can always look down. Inhale to exhale. Left hand to left hip. Let's go ahead and take the left foot back, but we're not going to take it back that far. Pyramid pose. Grab both of your blocks. So you're a shorter stance now. The inner edge of your right foot is intersecting the inner edge of your left foot, squaring off your hips. Inhale and lengthen, gaze up, look up, and then exhale, fold over your right leg. Let everything just drop down and into the space. Breathe into your hamstrings. You need a slight bend in the right knee, right? If you've been doing a lot of walking, or you're just feeling really tight, or doing a lot of bike riding, you might need to bend that knee. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold. So you work towards a straighter leg, right? You don't want to hurt your hamstring. And now let's bend the right knee. Let's remove the blocks to where they were in front of us. Heel toe the right foot to center. Step back, downward facing dog position. Hips are up high. Belly button is drawing in. Nice long spine. Ears are lining up with arms. Keeping the length of your spine, you're straightening both legs. Deep breath in. Heels are falling towards the ground. And you also want to see, when you look down at your ankles or you look down at your feet, there's a crease right at the ankle there. And I want you to see if you can get rid of it when you're in down dog. All right, so it's right there. And when you're in down dog, when we're trying to get those heels down, we see a lot of creases there. But that means we need to lift up through the belly button and let go of that little crease so that we can feel a lift through the front of the legs and not just the back. Let's take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, rock forward to plank. Draw your belly button in, knees, chest, and chin, bum up high, elbows in tight, cobra or sphinx. Hands can go back, elbows in. I'm moving into cobra. Inhale to exhale. If I were to lift my hands up, I'd still be in it. This is more of your back strength. Bringing your forehead down to the ground, curl the toes under, and let's press up into your child's pose. Big toes touching, knees apart, and forehead down. And deep breath in and deep breath out. And soften. Soften through with your shoulders. Just enjoy your practice and your breath in this moment that we're sharing together. Remember the intention you made. Just a few more deep breaths. And one more deep breath. Good. So we're going to come up, all fours, hands and knees. We're coming into triangle pose on the left side. So I may look like I'm going to a different side, and I am, because I don't want to have my back to you guys. So I'm going to take my blocks up to the other side of my yoga mat. I'm going to stack my blocks the way I know I need them at first. And that might change. It might change for you too. So left foot is forward, right foot is back. Your legs are a good distance. They're your own legs distance. So see that. Bring your arms all the way up high. Good. Line up your left heel with your back middle arch and know that what's happening here is that you might need to bend that front knee when you come into it if you're feeling tight in your hamstrings. So take a deep breath in, look to where you're going, look to the left and come all the way down, dropping your hand down onto your blocks and deciding through feeling what does the block need to be? Like what level does it need to be at? So bringing that upper hand up, you don't have to look up, but right hand can go to right hip, and we're dropping that right side of us down as we lengthen the other side, the left side away. And we take our head back, our upper body back. We lean back. We press into both feet. Even the inner edges of our feet are working here as we reach the right arm up. And deep breath in and deep breath out. Breathe. Right hand to right hip. Look down at your left foot. Half moon pose. See where you're going. I hope I don't go out of frame, but if I do, you know what I'm doing. Bend the left knee, step up. Just going to move those away. And I'm going to bring that left hand and block to the outside of my left foot, a good 10 inches. Keep the left knee bent till you've lifted the right leg up to where you want it to be. Hip height is wonderful. Right arm can lift up. That's it. And deep breath in and deep breath out. Good. Inhale to exhale. So good. Good. And then coming into your pyramid pose, we're going to take this right foot back. We're going to take it back to about 3 feet now. So we're going to inhale and lengthen. Lift left hip back, right hip more forward and down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Heart is lengthening all the way forward, legs are straight. And then exhale, we're going to fold into the leg, fold over the leg, letting go of any tension in the neck, in the shoulders. And breathe. Relax your jaw. Such a good position for our hamstrings. And just for letting go. That's it. Good. So from here, I'm going to have you bend your left knee and take the right leg way, way back. I'm going to have you bring the right knee to the ground and move your left foot to the left side. Your left toes are going to go out to the side, and you're going to slowly come down, maybe down onto your forearms, all the way down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Keep breathing. Chin is away from your chest. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. Have this position soothe you. And the only way that I know that this position could soothe us is by being mindful, by watching our breath, moving in through the nose and out through the nose. Right? Keep it simple, said the Dalai Lama. That's what he said. He says, your own kindness, I'm paraphrasing, but your own kindness can be your religion, your own gentle, loving kindness towards yourself and others. So you're just keeping it simple and you're breathing in through nose and out through nose and becoming a good friend to your body. And we'll come on up and we're going to heel toe this left foot a little bit more to midline. We're going to grab these blocks and we're going to bring this foot out in front. I'm going to curl the toes back towards the face and we're going to inhale and lift up high. And then some of you are going to stay here because this is challenging for lower backs. Lower back people, you'll stay lifted. Everybody else is going to fold over the leg, right? So deep breath in and deep breath out. I'm going to stay lifted, right? I'm working with lower back stuff, right? So always working through something. I'm sure of it. I'm sure that each one of us have something that we're working through, and that's all right. It's just how it is. That's how we grow. Inhale, exhale. So to change sides, what I'm going to do is bend the left knee and I'm going to come out in front of me and just change it to the other side where I'll have my right foot forward and my left leg back. If you need padding, put it underneath that left knee, curl your mat over and move the right foot over to the right. Slowly start to come down onto your forearms if that's in your practice. Take your time. Deep breath in and deep breath out. I have my right toes off to the side. I have my heel in, and I'm going to focus on my breath as this feels challenging. So, the only way to kind of be here now is to be here now, is to focus on the breath. Notice the connections in your body that you're making. Like for me, I had this little injury a couple months ago, and I'm still noting and noticing these little connections that are still not really connecting because our body is this one unit. And even though something little can happen to an ankle, your right knee can feel it. Isn't that strange? Because that's where I'm feeling it, but I'm feeling it coming from the imbalance of what happened. So, yoga helps us to rebalance. So, you're coming up now. Breathe in and out through your nose. You're going to heel toe this right foot more towards the midline. And you're going to straighten up that right leg, curling the toes back towards your face. You're going to inhale and lengthen and feel the right hip back, the left hip more forward. And then you're going to exhale and fold over your leg. Deep breath in, deep breath out. For tight lower backs, you're going to stay lifted. I'm going to stay lifted. I have an injury there, so it feels better for me to lift up. You might be the same. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Relax your jaw. Relax your face. Relax your forehead. Relax your expectation that you might have for yourself, for your class, for any of that. Let's see if you can let it go. This is the practice you're getting today. So just kind of going into that acceptance. Good. We find freedom and acceptance if we bend the right knee and take the right foot back. It's different to like giving up or not really, you know, um, experiencing different things or changes. It is different. So we're going to come down into your child's pose. You're going to draw your belly button in. You're going to come all the way down into your forehead, and you're going to take your hands back behind you. Palms are facing open so that you relax your shoulders and let them fall towards your ears, right? We don't often say that. We often say we want those ears away from the shoulders and vice versa. But for now, we want to rest them how they are so that they are not being pulled. And then maybe then they will relax. And deep breath in and deep breath out. Good. So good. So from here, we're going to come up all fours, hands and knees. We're going to get one of our, or if you do have a strap, I'd love you to get it. You could also get a sweater and use it, but obviously it will stretch out a lot. So we're going to come onto our back. I just want to fix something with my phone. I can see that it needs something. Yeah, I hope that that makes it better. Sorry about that. I hope you didn't miss much. But basically, we went from child's pose to now on the back. So I'm going to grab my strap. And if you don't have a strap, you could use a sweater. But remember, it will stretch out. All right. So come all the way down onto your back and bring your strap to the ball of your left foot. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. and bring that leg up high. Close your eyes. And not only are you feeling the stretch, but you're still in your meditative breathing, right? Deep breath in and deep breath out. And we're going to relax the right leg down. I'm going to kind of, push away anything that's in the way of that right leg. And we're going to have the right hand grab onto both sides of the strap. We're going to take the left arm out to the side. And we're going to take this whole left leg over to the right side as we twist. Draw your belly button in as you bring that left hip up from the ground. And as you very slowly, sometimes I like to bring the right elbow down to just kind of soften here. Left hip is away from the navel and from the heart. Left shoulder is descending. And that right pinky toe, it's fallen down to the ground to the side. And deep breath in and deep breath out. Good. Now bend the left knee and come on up. Release the strap to your belly and hug that left knee in. As you interlace your fingers, give it a good hug, pointing and flexing, and pointing and flexing. Enjoying your practice. Good. Now release the left leg down. Feel your body as you bring your hands into your belly. Feel it as in sense it. Notice if there's been changes. Reflect on those little changes, if any at all. I know for me, my body seems to have this like vibration, like literal vibration. Like I feel my body vibrating when I practice yoga. There's just this slight energy of connection. It feels amazing. So I hope you have something like that happening too. So you're bending both knees now, and you're bringing the strap to the ball of your right foot, and you're going to bring that right leg up high. So you don't always need like really full on contorted positions to get into a yogic way of being, right? So just kind of know that you could be in the most simplistic position, and it can be deep in all the ways that you can imagine that to be. Left leg will go straight now, and now left hand's going to grab into both sides of the strap. You're going to take the right hand off to the side. You can take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, you're going to take that right leg over to the left side. The left elbow is probably going to come down for support. The left pinky toe will definitely fall to the ground. And that top right hip is away from your belly. And it's just so little, that little movement away from the belly, but it is happening. And deep breath in and deep breath out. Always feel that you can readjust. You don't have to get into position and stay with it. You can always come out, readjust, and decide, do I want to do it again? Do I want to try again? Or do I want to just stop? And that would be quite advanced if you decided that you knew you just wanted to stop. All right, so let's come out of it. Let's bend the right knee. Let's bring ourselves back to center. And let's release our strap to the side. Again, take a moment, hands on the belly, to feel just the rise and fall of the belly, just that simple rise and fall. I'm going to bring my knees in together and my feet just a little bit out to the side. My eyes are closed as I feel my belly rising and falling. Good. And I'd love you to find a place of Shavasana now, wherever you need to be. If there is another pose that's calling out your name, like hugging the knees in, like putting yourself into a happy baby, or even a supported back bend, you're welcome to do it, right? I want you to just kind of go into yourself, see where you need to be for your final few moments before coming into Shavasana and the place that you need to rest. So I feel like I could lay my legs down here in Shavasana, but I think what I would really like to do is take my legs up the wall. So I'm going to get comfortable Remember that in yoga, you always want to be comfortable in your shavasana. So it's a little chilly in here for whatever reason. So I'm going to put this on and I'm going to zip myself up and I'm going to take my legs up on the wall to feel the comfort of my practice and my intuition knowing what it is that I need to rest into final rest. And I hope you'll do the same wherever you're at. I'm going to find the wall space over here. And you could put a blanket underneath you. I'm not going to do it today, but I am going to bring my mat just a little bit further in. And then to get to the wall, if you are doing it, you get your hip pretty close. But remember, you don't have to have your bum touching the wall. In fact, that could be a distraction of trying to stretch your legs when really we're just trying to relax and let go of our practice. As you lift those legs up high, you turn your palms open and you thank yourself for being here today. You thank yourself for giving yourself just some little stretches and breath into your day to help you feel more embodied, more free, and mostly more conscious of where you are, what you're doing, and how you're living your life. So, in this moment, we're just going to let go now of the practice and let go of the way that you're breathing. Of course, you're going to breathe, but we're going to let go of any breath that's conscious. We're just going to allow ourselves to really rest. And we feel that you need to take a few breaths in through nose and out through mouth before you can rest. I'm going to do the same. In this very moment, start to come back to your body. Start to move your fingers and your toes. However, this all being said, if you know you need to rest longer, please do that. Otherwise, we're going to come out of our Shavasana and roll gently to the right side, making a little pillow with our arm, an embryo pose. And when you're ready, coming up from there into a seated position with your eyes closed. And if you did use a wall, it's kind of nice to kind of sit back onto that wall. It acts as a teacher in a way, because when we feel the back against the wall, we can sometimes feel our breath against the wall too. It's like sitting back to back with somebody and feeling their energy and their breath. Let's very gently now bring our hands into prayer. Just how we started today, bowing into your heart, taking a moment here to give thanks to all the many blessings that yoga brings to you and to all those with whom your life touches. How about we seal our practice in with one deep breath and one Om. Let's take a deep breath in. And deep breath in and deep breath out. Go ahead and open up your eyes. Go ahead and keep your soft gaze. And I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much. I couldn't do these classes without you. And I'm so happy that you're here. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can email me or however you know how to get a hold of me. Thank you so much for being here. And namaste. Turn off the recording.